Yeah, I'd like to talk some this morning about the history of Highland Beach and Venice Beach, and what my experience was like growing up there in the 40s and the 50s and the 60s, which would be the civil rights movement, and was really sort of the end of the old segregated beach system as we knew it. The history of Highland Beach and Venice Beach is really sort of interesting, and not too many people know it. The two beaches were carved out of a farm that was owned by the Brashears, William and Charity Brashears. And Charity Brashears, I think, was a fairly prominent black Annapolitan back in the day in the 1800s. And most people have heard the story about the Douglases going to Bay Ridge and being denied accommodation. And they were looking for some place to stay, and because of the segregated attitude at that time, they would not find any place to stay. And they were referred over to what was to become an area of Highland Beach, to Sarah Ann Lane, who was one of the Brashears' descendants. By the time the Douglases made their visit, William and Charity Brashears had died, so the property had gone to their heirs. And it was a 48-acre farm. And after, when the heirs took it, it was sort of subdivided into a 40-acre parcel and an 8-acre parcel, and all of them Brashears' heirs. So the Douglases went there and apparently stayed with Sarah Ann Lane, and they enjoyed it so much that they actually inquired on what the possibilities were to purchase property there. And long story short, what they ended up buying was a 2/3 interest in the 40-acre parcel of the 40 acres. And the reason they only bought 2/3 of it was that Sarah Ann Lane was not interested in selling her parcel. So the Douglases were able to buy out the other two Brashears' heirs, and so the Douglases ended up with 2/3.